Okay, so elephant in the room. I got glasses. I hate them. I mean, I love them, but I also hate them. I don't know. I have like mixed feelings. Let's get started. Welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how to do a purple cut crease. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. And bear in mind, I'm not a professional. So I'm using tape. This is literally just like stationery tape. Scotch tape. If you have better tape, if you have like actual eyeshadow tape, go for it. You don't have to do this part though, but that's just like if you want it to be like super perfect. So what I do is I go underneath here, underneath the lower lash, just sort of like where that line is ending. I place it like that. This is the MAC Paint Pot primer. Use whatever you have. You don't need to use this one. I'm just using it because this is the one I have. I'm gonna apply that all over. So I'm using the Jacklyn Hill Volume 2 Morphe palette. So I'm taking the darkest purple shade, which is this one. I believe this one is called Not My Journey. And I'm going to use a very fluffy brush and then spread it on at the inner corner of my lid. I did move the tape a little bit because it was irritating my eye, and I am using the Sephora mini color switch just to change colors in between. By the way, you don't have to use this palette. You can use whatever palette you want and any colors that you want. My favorite color is purple, which is why I'm doing this tutorial thing. The next step is basically just to use concealer. Use any kind of concealer you want. I'm kind of using a very light shade. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. This is in the shade True Beige. I'm also using a flat top brush. If you're doing this on somebody else's eye, you might want to be a bit careful, but if you're just using your own eye, that's fine. And if this is your brush, then that's fine. And I just kind of like smear on the product in there. Sometimes I do need more, so I will smear literally everything on there. Now I'm going to start at the very inner corner and then kind of work my way up. You might need less or more product depending on how big your eyelid space is. This part can get a bit tricky, so what I do is I like to sometimes use my face to like balance. Don't worry about the blending, we're gonna come back and fix it. So I'm gonna use that white shade there just to tap, just to set in the powder. And I'm kind of starting at the bottom and then working my way up, because you don't want to just kind of start going at the very front because that's going to mess up that cut crease. Basically what we're trying to do here is just trying to get it to be matte as possible. So I'm going to head with that same flat top brush and I'm just going to powder in that little edge right there. So as you can see, there's a bit of smudging here, and I'm just going to go ahead with this very tiny eyebrow brush kind of thing, slanted eyebrow brush, and I'm just going to fill it in. Next I'm going ahead with that very light purple shade. This is Therapy Stash. I'm also dusting off the powder, and I'm just going to blend that shade right there to avoid those very harsh lines. I'm going back with that darker shade, and I'm just going to try and blend these two really well together. So now I'm just kind of bringing that dark purple shade just at the very end just to blend this crease. I'm going back with this very fluffy brush just to blend everything out together. Okay, so I removed the tape and I'm just wiping off the excess. You can kind of leave it as is right now because I think it looks fine. I'm not gonna lie, this actually took me a while to blend, and that perhaps is just maybe the fact that I don't know how to blend properly, or it's just the palette. But yeah, so you can keep kind of going and blending as, you know, as you desire. But I'm just gonna stop that right here. I'm also kind of blind too when I'm doing this, so yay, fun times. So this is basically it, but what I want to try and do is I have this very, very fine brush here, and I'm going to use setting spray. So I'm using this pressed glitter palette. This is the Jouer Skinny Dip palette that literally is never going to run out of shadow. And I'm just going ahead with this shade called Tan Lines. Okay, I'm so sad because I can literally see this like creasing, so I'm gonna try and fix that. But that is basically what that pressed glitter does. Like, I just wanted to see if I could try to put some glitter in there. I'm just going back ahead with the white just to see if I can fix that creasing because that looks really bad. Okay, so I've tried to fix it using some white powder, and then I just kind of like tap my finger right here just to blend everything out. So hopefully that doesn't look like too much of a shit show. But that's basically it, you guys. You can throw on some lashes, mascara, whatever you want. This is the final look. I did get a bit of glue stuck in here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's just the way it is. I did use these two, sorry, this shade here and this one here just for the lower lash line. I also used this little glitter shimmer thing right at the inner corner. So that's it. That is basically it. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all very, very soon. Bye.